Well, we are going to cross live over now to those proceedings where Police Minister Bheki Cele is currently providing an update on political killings in KwaZulu-Natal.
Minister of Justice also busy on the departmental thing with the head of the NPA. But all of us, we have agreed that the meeting will have to continue because we need to send the report back to the president. I think the Premier, who is part of that committee, they are dealing with the Morane Commission, with the legislature today. But the meeting is a report back on the meeting that took place 12th of June, what has happened, how far are we, things that are going forward. I just want to start other way around before I talk. We have tried to keep, because there is a new team here, I'll try to keep the team here so that you can see them. That is responsible for this new approach, this new dawn. So I'll ask the National Commissioner to introduce the police component in this new task team that is dealing with the matter here in the province. And I'll ask Advocate Noko to introduce the prosecution component in the team. And then there'll be other people, there are secretariat people here. Then there's the correctional service people here, and the state security head, that's part of the team, has apologized. The crime intelligence people have disappeared, so maybe, so that when you talk about this team, we have an idea. Commissioner?
Thanks very much, Honorable Minister. The team from the province, it's led by the acting provincial commissioner, Lieutenant General Panaz, who's overall in command, and he's sitting on my right. And the team that is leading the investigation, it's led by Major General Ramazwe from National. I think that's the man who's well dressed for the occasion. Then there's the project manager who's leading the team at project level, is Brigadier Kumalo. It's also fair from another man standing there. And the last one, Minister, is the tactical commander of the investigation. It's Brigadier Mwenya. He's also from Bumaranga, deployed by National here. Thanks very much, Minister.
Mamnok, your prosecution team.
Thank you so much, Minister. From my office as the Director of Public Prosecutions in KZN, we have a total component of 16 senior prosecutors, senior managers actually, and their prosecutors, led by one of my deputies, the Senior Deputy Director of Public Prosecutions, Advocate Keze Cele. And then the rest, thank you, Advocate Cele. And then the rest are scattered in the province throughout the clusters, and those are very senior. We took in chief prosecutors, all the 6 chief prosecutors, and the senior public prosecutors, the SPPs. And we're working together with the team from the police, correctional service, and all other state security. Thank you very much. Thanks, Minister.
Thank you very much, Minister. From correctional services side, we have Fumarengile Mnguni as the coordinator, coordinating the work in all our centers in the province. Save the I6 then in the task team. Thank you very much, Minister.
Babu Secretary.
Thank you, Minister. The Civilian Secretariat is not part of the team, as we are an oversight over the South African Police Service. We support the Minister. Thank you.
Thanks very much. I did not want to speak about the ghost team. I wanted people to see that there is a team. Ladies and gentlemen, as we have greeted each other, as the Interministerial Committee appointed by the President of the Republic, His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa, our purpose here today is to inform the nation about the progress of the investigations into the political killings in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. As a way of progress, we have taken a decision to change the members of the task team that was responsible for the investigation into the political killings. The new project team has 118 new members. 118 new members, plus 8 members from the previous task team who have been retained in the new team. So it's 118 plus 8 members that were there. That's why it's a new team, because we have brought so many new members. This team has now adopted a project-driven approach, meaning that they will have dedicated human and physical resources. The human resources include seasoned and experienced detectives from various provinces, including KwaZulu-Natal, Gauteng, Mpumalanga, Eastern Cape, and Western Cape. The team comprises of 126 members, that is 118 plus 8, led by the Acting Provincial Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi and Brigadiers Ngwenya and Khumalo. Ngwenya is a Hawks component from Mpumalanga. So we're pulling all these components. He's a Hawks head component dealing with the team. The National Prosecution Authority has also dedicated 5 experienced and seasoned prosecutors led by Advocate Cele to support the investigating team to ensure effective case management and successful prosecutions. I must say, there were cases that were withdrawn. With the new team, they've been reinstated because it's very much dedicated in terms of the prosecution approach, which gives much comfort that there were those cases that were withdrawn. But the way the team is working together now, they found it a comfort on bringing back those cases. And it could be said that the cases also have been increased from 98 to 126. So original team was dealing with 198 cases, but there are cases using the new approaches, using the new criteria of defining these cases. Cases have moved to 126 that fall under this team. We are satisfied with the work that this team has been doing thus far. 2 weeks ago, they have arrested 6 people in connection with the spate of political killings. 6, and find within the relevant guns. 5 of those people have been refused bail, and only 1 is on bail, which tells you that this working together is making things very difficult for criminals. I want to preempt you because you'll ask me about other 3 cases. Surely you'll ask me about Sindiso, you'll ask me about Stole, the manager, you'll ask me about Mpono. I can see that the light we see on these 3 names is not the train coming. We have indications. To some of them, we have really identified the people that we need to get and put them in our hands. The Sindiso one, we have identified that 1 person, it's not a new story, was killed, who was involved in that. was involved in other criminal activities. The other one is in prison for other things, but has been begun to be linked on Sindiso and Stole and Mkunu. There are indications that those people, not in a long distance, not in a distant future, will be able to fight. One good thing that the team has done is to compress the cases, begin to link cases, to say that a perpetrator of that particular case could be the same perpetrator of that particular case. For instance, we have 2 guns that have been linked on 8 matters already, which means that teams are really doing their work, which will be easy to resolve cases. Instead of chasing 8 people because you have 8 matters, then you are dealing with 1 or 2 perpetrators dealing with those matters. So that's how the team has been fine-tuned to deal with these matters. It would be important then to make a call and be quite resolute to say we will reverse. Actually, we have begun to reverse the scourge, and with the team that is there, KZN will be normalized and make sure that people that don't just go around and do things with impunity, thinking that they're dealing with an infertile state here. We are a state. We will make sure that the authority of the state is exerted, and we make sure that we work hard to make sure that people of KZN don't live in this fear of this political killing. Maybe taking one more step, reminding that the Commissioner and myself, some few weeks ago, we announced the stabilization of the province and the nation in terms of the high-profile crimes. KwaZulu-Natal, like the other 8 provinces, is under stabilization, meaning this province has also adopted a dedicated, integrated, multidisciplinary approach on all areas of criminality. This team will be expected to function independently moving forward. Yesterday we gave a report of that stabilization in Gauteng. Because some few things have happened since then. One thing that has happened, 1 extra person has been arrested with the Harding factory, Mandrax factory. 1 person has been arrested. We haven't found the owner. Has been identified. We're chasing on him. We were told that he's in Gauteng. Beginning of June this year, the National Commission of Police, as I've said with myself, implemented a stabilization intervention throughout the country after the country has been plagued by a number of crimes of fear, including political killings in KZN and cash heist in other places. Our mandate as the South African Police, as you all know, is to prevent, combat, and investigate all crimes. So we have enhanced all those 3 levels. The team that you see here will do both prevention, combat, but also a proper investigation to make sure that South Africans, especially in this province, people are safe. It gives me a great pleasure to announce that since the beginning of June, especially in this province, throughout KwaZulu-Natal, have proactively dealt a decisive blow to criminality in this province when they achieved the following success. 512 people have been arrested for illegal possession of arms and ammunition since the stabilization from June. During this continuing stabilization intervention, they have also seized 706 illegal guns, including semi-automatic rifles, high-caliber rifles, hunting rifles, shotguns, revolvers, pistols, no quash, and homemade. A total of 6,045 rounds of ammunition were also taken away from our street. not in the province. Yesterday we managed to catch about 12 guns. Yes, 12 guns. It's in Mpumalanga. That is crime intelligence driven operations. And in Free State, we arrested 7 criminals with four guns, high caliber guns. That happened yesterday. Again, is a crime intelligence driven operations. I'm saying these things so that you don't ask your famous question. Your famous question if the intelligence is working. So you can now begin to cut off on that question. It has been a very famous question. So even the hacking thing was a crime-driven operation, and it's beginning to give us the good results. And even here, because besides that, is a project-driven intelligence also is playing a very crucial role going forward. It's a brief. The main thing here is to say we promised to bring the team, and the team is here. It's not just here. The team is working. The team is going to achieve what we're supposed to do to make South Africans safe, especially the KZN people must be safe and they must feel safe. Thanks.